Live, Bannockburn and Werribee Centrals. We see Ronnie Pilgrim running along the wing as well as he goes in. Thompson and Smith go up. Smith gets it down straight away towards Matthew East, and he goes around straight towards Ronnie Pilgrim. Brennan followed him, and Brennan was able to take the mark. Just on half back. Short little kick-in's okay, finds Andrew Scott, who's been in pretty good form of recent. He takes the mark on centre wing, plays on quickly, goes to the right boot, long towards James Lee, goes up, does take a good mark, and he has done so on this occasion in front of David White. And James Lee will, for Werribee's sake, hopefully shoot them up for goal from about 40 metres out.
That will be an interesting match-up because James Lee's a very, very strong overhead mark. I don't know whether David White's going to be able to reach him, and well, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that one. James Lee now from 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. We're pretty much behind the flight of the ball. It's a beautiful kick off the boot. Not going to quite reach the, well, got to the goal square. It comes to ground. Chris Smith, well, Nick Smith it was, flipped it back toward the goal square, but in that goal square, Phil Egan tackled high surely, and, well, umpire Flowers
he made sure the umpire saw it too, Phil.
He did, but he tried to get his way through a pack of players, Phil Egan, but got the free kick. Sees a player loose on half-back flank and finds him. It's a nice mark
Thompson
there.
It was.
Oh, right.
He's wearing 19, I think.
Scotty Thompson's got a number change. So from the kick, it's come to Connors, centre wing for the Bannockburn side. He's found Brett Harding, who's come up the ground. Plays on quickly, gets around the man on the mark, goes bang, going to land in the goal square. Well, Tyquin's got to sit, can't take the mark, unfortunately. And, well, off the ground, I think one of the Bannockburn players has, and it's, well, it's been credited to Ricky Harding because the goal umpire told him he kicked it. So, on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, 2 minutes into the first quarter, Bannockburn a goal, Werribee get to score. That's not bad, is it?
What's that? That was comedy capers in the 10-metre square, that was.
Well, Wayne Tyquin dropping the mark to start with.
Rick Harding did well to play on around the mark, and Tyquin read it well. Was on a lead, pushed back, but in the end, Rick Harding finished with a kick off the ground. Oh, that's good. So it's Steve Thompson in the middle for Bannockburn. He's going to go up against Chris Smith. As we said, Sean Stewart out for Werribee Central, so they've changed things around. Shembry's out also. Thompson goes up, tries to take it out of the ruck, gives it to Egan. He left it behind. Harding sets him a path. He tried to handball it backwards towards there. There's Harding and Festuca. Festuca goes in, and coming at him, Andrews drags him to the ground, dropped the balls to the umpire. Good tackle, Shane Andrews, the drainer on centre wing, has got the free kick. He gives it away by hand to Matthew East, who goes long towards Tyquin. Matheson in front, off hands. Good roving at the back of the pack. They might be able to get through. Thwaites gets it away to Good. And he goes away from half-back now. Goes from the right half-back flank up towards Simon Kelbert at centre wing. Can't take the mark. 3-on-1. Perkins is there. Got his hands free against Festuca somehow. Got it to Egan to Andrews, who runs through. Backs his pace. Goes to the left boot. Wobbly punt kick towards half-forward. Beck in front. Takes a good mark. And Roland Beck, just to relieve the pressure, goes laterally towards Calvert. Can be chopped off. Flanagan got a hand to it. Good play, Corey Flanagan. And sees it out of bounds for a throw-in on, or in between centre wing and half-back.
That'll be an interesting pairing too, Roland Beck on Troy Colliger, because they're both very skillful players.
So we'll have the boundary throw-in with a female boundary umpire. Good to see. Throwing it in. And it'll be Thompson and Smith. Over the back, Dylan takes out the ruck contest. Oh, well, Ronnie Pilgrim robbed it from him. Ronnie goes from the... Well, that's probably the worst kick I've ever seen Ronnie kick in his career. He's put it out of bounds on the full, a long way away from goal. And David Matheson will take the free kick. Kicks short. It's okay. Finds his teammate. And will kick long towards the centre of the ground. That might have been Thwaites. Goes in towards Smith, who got a high tackle from Thompson for Werribee, and will take the free kick. Just on the defensive side of the centre square, goes short to Kelvin. It's okay. He's got Nick Smith on his outboard, but he elects to go with the right boot. Goes long towards Howlett. Nick Turner's got the job on him. He punches it away. They both get a hand to it. Foley, and also getting back there, Matty Pilgrim. Needs some support. Got it towards Perkins in the last line defence. Gets with a wobbly right foot kick out towards the half-back flank. Corey Flanagan gives chase with Andrew Hawkes. It's 2-on-1. Flanagan just happy to see it over the boundary line for a throw-in.
Flanagan's covered some territory. About 10 seconds ago, he was on the half-forward flank, diagonally opposite to where he is now. So he's gone 150 metres very, very quickly. Ball out of bounds, half-forward flank. Southern end here at Victoria Park. Up high there was Heathbuck. Gets the ball to ground for the Werribee side, but unfortunately for them, that's right there. That's Andrew Hawkes is in the side, so he's a late inclusion. Just unable to pick that ball up.
Boundary throw in. Smith got it away, but roved again by Connors. Tried to get the handball away. Goes towards centre wing. Overrunning it was Kelbert. Got some support though. Werribee might be able to drive it back towards Festuca and Egan at centre half forward. Festuca in front. Egan, good defensive play. Festuca though, second effort. Got a good shepherd from Brennan and got some time to pick it up and go with his left boot. Go long towards full forward. Whiteley stands there. Oh, over the back, good mark. And that is Heath Buck. And we were just talking about that tall timber that they have got down there. And one of them is Heath Buck.
Interesting. There. David White sort of got a nice old push from the back of the pack. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Steve Delahunt, actually. And it's not often you see him on the deck. And the umpire totally disregarded that. And as you say, Heath Buck, well, they've got some firepower, haven't they?
And he'll come in from 30 metres out. Directly in front. Try and put Werribee's first goal on the board. I think he sprayed it, and he has. And badly too, by looks of it. The goal umpire took a long, hard look at the boundary umpire just to make sure it did actually register behind. It has. First score on the board for Werribee. They're one behind. Bannockburn 1. Straight goal, 6 points. That is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 6 minutes in the first term.
Steve Delahunt to do the kicking in. Oh, good work there on the half-forward flank by Joe Page. Or is it Pace?
Pace, yeah, Pace.
He did a great spoil there, and he's kept the ball well in the forward line for the Werribee side because his spoil has gone out of bounds half-forward flank. So from the kick in, Bannockburn haven't yet cleared the area. Up high, ball comes to ground. Connors again on the left foot, goes to the centre of the ground. The lead, well, it was good work there by Rodjicic, who that's going to take some getting out by the end of the day. A blonde-headed new inclusion in the Werribee side, and a nice lump of a player playing on centre wing on Ricky Harding. So that'll be an interesting contest. If he's got any pace, he'll certainly need to use it today. But the ball finally out of bounds, out of centre wing. Thompson can't get the tap down for Bannockburn. Comes back to Nick Smith. He drives it to centre half forward. Well, there's a push out by Mick Turner on Andrew Howlett then. Umpire totally disregarded it. Ball, the handball's come over the top. Mick Turner's having some difficulty getting up. Finally does. Oh, good shepherd. Well, not such a good shepherd. The umpire has deemed it's not a fair one. And the free kick has gone to Warren Foley. Tries to play on. Umpire doesn't allow that. Don't know who did the shepherd. Perhaps it was Perkins. But from the kick there from Foley, it's an excellent lead there from Heath Buck, and he's taken the mark. I suppose he's going to be kicking from 50 metres out, directly in front. Moves in. We'll see how strong the bruise is. Well, he's got it on line, and it's touched right on the line. So not a bad effort by Heath Buck, but he's second behind, and in fact the second behind for Werribee Centrals at 8 minutes in the first quarter. Victory Trophy scored 1 goal, Bannockburn, 2 behind Werribee.
Delahunt prepares to kick in from fullback again. He's got Matty Pilgrim short. He might go there now. He does so. Just takes the mark. Matty playing without the helmet today, which is a bit unusual. Usually see him with the helmet on. He plays on now. Handball back to Mick Turner on his favoured left boot. Short little kick to Ashley Perkins. So they've got it to 50. A couple of possessions. He goes short now towards Matty East. Has to just stand there and take the overhead mark. Does so. Nick Smith stands the mark. He plays on quickly. Nick Smith turns around. He says no. He's played on. Goes towards Harding. Gives it back to East. Festuca comes at him. He gets his kick away. And pretty close to the boundary line. Good pressure from Festuca. It is out of bounds on the full free kick to Roland Beck at half-back. So Rolly Beck now, right foot kick towards Heath Buck. Flanagan goes up with him. Oh, Heath Buck takes a good mark on centre wing, plays on quickly, gives it away to Hawke. Standing start, goes to the right foot kick towards centre half forward, foot race coming out and trying to get there is Gadd, but over superseding him was Calvert. Little flick on towards Chris Smith at centre half forward. The big ruckman goes to the right boot. I think he might have put the first one through. He has. That's a great kick. And Chris Smith has put the first goal on the board for Werribee. They can move to 1-2-8. Bannockburn 1 straight goal, 6 points. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes gone.
Well, it was a very positive mood from Werribee. They got the ball back into the corridor, and Smith to Smith. And a magnificent kick, as you mentioned, from Chris Smith. He was outside 50 and made the distance quite comfortably. But by the same token, the full forward James Lee and fullback David White had come out well clear of the 10-metre line. So it was a good positive move. And I just think Werribee are certainly playing the better football at the moment. Umpire Clifton with the ball in the centre. Up it goes. Matheson, the only one to fly, gets the ball clear, but Werribee get it back into the centre. But Connors intercepts, drives it hard to half-forward flank. It's over the head there of Brett Harding, but following through. He, not able to get the balls picked up there by Matheson of Werribee Central side. Ball comes clear over to Brett Harding. I'll tell you what, he usually doesn't miss those from 35 metres out. He's had a pot shot and has put it over the goal umpire's head. brilliant goal from Brett Harding, and he's certainly one of the finds of the season in Geelong District Football League this year. That's his first on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. Bannockburn 2 goals straight. They resume the lead from Werribee Central's 1-8, and that's 10 minutes into the first quarter.
Goal number 32 for the season.
And did it very nicely, didn't he? Oh.
So they've reclaimed the lead, the Tigers. And as we move back to the middle, a quick reply for Bannockburn through Brett Harding. He's first. Back in the middle, umpire Flowers has the footy. Thompson to do the ruck work against Smith once again. He throws the ball up now. Thompson goes early. Smith comes in. Flanagan comes in as well. Howlett gets it from the ruck contest. Goes towards centre half forward. Punch away by Delahunt. Good defensive play. But the numbers with Werribee. Calvert in there. Tried to get it away. Did so at the second attempt. And had some support. Handball out wide. Well, that's the throw to Festuca, but it was okay. From 50, Jason Festuca lines them up, but he's pushed it to the far side and one behind to the Whitley medalist. That was the throw, wasn't it, Eric?
I believe so. Certainly a Ted Whitten flick pass at the best.
So they moved to 1-3-9 now. Werribee Central's Bannockburn 2 straight goals, 12 points.
Well, Perkins did the kicking in and he's found Mick Turner, but he's only 30 metres from the goal, so Bannockburn still really yet to clear the danger area. That's a better kick, long to centre wing. Offhand just come to Chris Smith again. He's been very good early. He's kicked it to the middle of the ground for Festuca. One hand up, couldn't take the mark, but it's come to Hawkes. Hawkes goes to the full forward position. Mark not taken by Foley. It's come to the ground. James Lee, a little toe poke. Finally, it's, well, great defence by the Werribee side there. Brennan coming in there, tried to pick it up in the goal square, but Ashley Perkins equal to the task and getting up a bit gingerly, I think.
He's got that knee heavily strapped to, that left knee.
Yes, and he's not going too far from the goal square at the moment. The ball out of bounds, 5 metres from the behind post, out of side here at Victoria Park. In comes the ball. James Lee does the ruck work, comes to ground. Scott can't take it, pulled off the ball. It's a nice little handball to Festuca. His kick is, well, probably misdirected. Players not handling the ball too well. It's finally come to Heath Buchan on the left foot. He's had a pot shot, and it is offline. That's a behind. So 3 behinds to Heath Buck. And on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Bannockburn 2 goals, 12. Werribee Central's 1-4-10, and that's 12.5 minutes first quarter.
Steve Delahunt's got the footy, goes short into the back pocket, finds Ashley Perkins. Perkins has got it, takes the mark in front of Hawkes. He's got Stephen Gadd short as well, but he elects to go further afield towards Ross Dillon up against Gotti. Over the back, Howlett. He's got Rogersick in support as well. Handball out wide again to Nigel Gotti. Goes with the right boot long towards James Lee. Sets himself, goes up 3 in a pack. Can't take the mark off hands. Andrew Scott's there, turns around, and Ashley Perkins might take the mark on the goal line. He has. In fact, on the behind line, because Andrew Hawkes is standing on it now. The umpire asks him to move back a couple of metres. He does so now. So Perkins in the last line defence has got it. Got Dylan wide and also Rick Harding. He might go in that direction. Might not quite reach them. It does. Now goes up Howlett as well. Off hands. Harding did well. That was Rick. Goes with the right foot kick long towards centre half forward. Coming back. Oh, it's off Hallam, who gives a short little handball to Beck. Kick around the corner was great. Great vision. Finds Chris Smith. Plays on. Goes with the right foot kick. Got a hand to it. Harding, but off hands towards Heathbuck, who runs back inboard half forward. Goes towards centre half forward for Festuca. Got a little bit of a shove from Ronnie Pilgrim, but didn't put him off enough for him not to take the mark, and he's taken the grab.
Sorry, I went missing there, but Billy Caldo has just advised me that the game today is for the King of the Highways trophy. It's a trophy that they implemented at the start of the year. Apparently, when Bannockburn have to go to Werribee, they go up the Midland Highway, and Werribee come down the Prince's Highway. So it is the second time, and of course Werribee are the holders at this present moment as Jason Festuca kicks his first goal.
And the second for Werribee Centrals, they go to 2-4-16, reclaim the lead. Bannockburn 2 straight goals, 12 points, 14 minutes gone, first quarter.
That was, again, very positive football from Werribee. They seem to be coming out on the change room, the western side, and then back into the corridor to centre half forward, and you know, they've kicked their both goals doing that. And interesting, it looks like Andrew Howlett running on the ball as perhaps a ruck rover, and that's a positive move from the coach.
He's got Heathbuck at centre half forward. Thompson goes up early. Smith again doing the Stephen King, just standing there waiting for the ball to come down after Thompson missed it. Heathbuck was going to go with a handball and does so. Back inboard to Nick Smith. He goes with the right foot kick towards Lee. White reads it the better and clears it for the Tigers. Goes wide looking for Matthew East. He takes the mark. Just holds it up at half back. Got a couple of leads on. Phil Egan's one of them, and also Delahunt just chops it off, takes the grab at half back. True half back. He's got Ronnie Pilgrim at centre half back by himself. Goes in that direction now. He takes the mark. Got Mick Turner running past. He's also got Colliger in the middle. That's pretty good skill from Ronnie. Just turn around and kick it as easy as you like on your left foot. He went on to play on towards East, though. They might have mucked it up here. They've got the numbers. Nick Smith's there. East is there as well. Great tackle. Nick Smith dropped it. Colliger's there, though. Shuffles the handball out to Ronnie Pilgrim. Ronnie just wants to go with the right foot kick towards Tyquin. Oh, yes. Just read it a little bit better than David Matheson.
Just the arm on
just a little bit of a...
Just the arm on the shoulder just to keep him going
just to make
forward.
sure he knew where he was.
Yeah, yeah.
And Wayne Tyquin has taken the mark about 40 minutes out from goal. And we're talking to Tigger before the game. He said that he doesn't like these cold days. He hasn't got any cartilage on the inside of his left knee, so he's feeling a bit cold and they're feeling a bit achy. The knees, let's see how they go. Well, it's away to the left-hand side and through for one behind to Wayne Tyquin. His first score of the day. Bannockburn's first behind, 2-1-13 they go to. Werribee Central's 2-4-16. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 16 minutes.
Tell you what, he made pretty nice contact with the ball by the same token,
okay.
And I think Matheson had contact too badly on the kick in either. It's a good kick and great mark by Simon Calvert, who of course we're used to seeing take those big marks, and he's found Chris Smith on centre wing. He's been very good early. Chris Smith drives to centre half forward for Werribee. Well, in front was Ash Perkins, can't take the mark. It's come down to Flanagan. He's got, well, he's just besieged by Werribee players, and well, Andrew Scott has kicked the ball off the ground to the goal square, and Heath Buck, is it?
James Lee.
James Lee has kicked it off the ground again and kicked the goal. So they're taking every opportunity so far in the game. Werribee Centrals, it's 17 minutes into the first quarter. Victory Trophy scoreboard 3-4-22. Werribee have snuck away from Bannockburn 2-1-13.
Well, Chris Smith's playing pretty well on the ruck.
He's playing very well indeed.
With him and Howlett there, two big marking options across the centre. Just being able to filter the ball down pretty easily at the moment.
I think Bannockburn's problems at the moment are centre half and full back, because Buck and Lee are, they're a real handful.
So back in the middle, Thompson and Smith once again. We've seen Thompson go early on most ruck occasions, and Smith just standing down, waiting for the ball to come to him, getting a centre clearance. We'll see what happens this time. Thompson goes early again. Smith gets the actual tap down, goes back towards him again. Nick Smith off the ground, goes towards Verstuker. He's ripped off the footy by Delahunt. Comes out towards centre wing on the outer side. Quick kick around the corner by Hallam. Goes towards Heath Buck, made up a lot of ground and took a great diving mark as well in between wing and half forward. And he'll try and push the Centurions into attack once again. He plays on now, goes to the right boot, good kick for distance, goes towards James Lee, always a good mark in a pack. Oh, got his hands to it, couldn't take it. Off hands towards Roger Zick, handball out towards Flanagan and Colliger. Colliger ran through, handball straight back to Andrew Scott outside the right boot, kick to goal. Great kick, Andrew Scott under pressure. And, well, Werribee have continued on. They go to 4-4-28. They lead Bannockburn 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes gone. So that is a great play by Andrew Scott in the pack. And James Lee just creating the contest for him in a big pack situation. Andrew Scott got the ball from that and kicked his first goal, and the fourth for Bannockburn, for Werribee. So Bannockburn 2-1-13, Werribee 4-4-28.
Got quarter time in the league. Bellarine 2-2-14, trail Ballarat 8-3-51, and Geelong Footy League 5-1-31, lead Goulburn Valley 3-2-20.
Smith back in the ruck against Thompson. Thompson got down there for Stuker again, though, charging out of the middle, left foot kick. It's easy footy when you go like that. He goes long towards Lee. Matty Pilgrim getting back there as well, pretty close to the boundary line. It is out of bounds in the left forward pocket for Werribee, attacking the southern end in this first quarter. So
probably the further the first quarter goes, the more dominant Werribee are looking, and I think there's some danger signs here for Bannockburn. Maybe they thought they had to come out in the ground to win it with Werribee depleted, but gee, Werribee have really served it up to at the moment. From the throw in there, Delahunt does the ruck work. It comes a handball to Howlett. He can't get a kick away. It comes to ground again. Colliger. Well, there's some magnificent smothering going on in there from the Werribee Central's forwards, and they're absolutely hell-bent on keeping the ball in that forward line, and obviously that's where they're going to get their score. So it's out of bounds now, 40 metres from the behind post, and it comes in. Big pack of players there. Matheson can't get it. Nick Smith picks the ball up and drives it to the goal square. No player can take the mark. It come to ground for Stuker, roving at the back of the pack. He's gone round in a big arc, sees a player loose at centre half forward. It is Nick Smith. Wasn't such a good pass, but Nick Smith made a very good effort of taking the mark. So he's taken the mark at well, probably the true centre half forward position. He's kicking from 47 metres out, and
he's better on the run
certainly not beyond him by the same token.
He's better on the run though, Nick.
Yes, I
goals on the run.
would agree with that, having seen him a fair bit last year and earlier this year. Well, he's gone back and
he's trying to simulate it.
He's on the run when he kicked it, and it's drifted away on the breeze, missed the goal post to the right, and that's another behind. But Werribee Central's doing all of the attacking in this first quarter. 4-5-29 on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. They lead Bannockburn 2-1-13. That's 20 and a half minutes gone first quarter.
Delahunt from fullback goes towards Phil Egan at centre half back, takes the mark in front of Beck. He's looking for a handball to turn. Elects though to turn around and go with the right foot kick. Drills it. Oh, great kick to Flanagan. Look at that. Hit him on the chest at centre position. Gives it back to Egan. Wants to try and start something. The coach here goes with another kick towards Tyquin. Over the back, Dylan. He's a left footer, so it's in the right spot for him, but he can't screw it around. Good, desperate play by. Well, that's not Adam Shembry. I'll give you the tip right now, number 17.
No, you did right. I wonder if it's not young.
No, it's not Battley. No. So we'll pick up number 17 for you. We'll try and get who that actually is. And the free kick will be with David Matheson in the last line defence. In the back pocket goes across the ground looking for Chris Smith, who's leading Thompson and Merry Dance around the ground at the moment. He's taken the mark. Shane Andrews might be a bit of an option there, maybe for Bannockburn later. If Smith continues to dominate, goes towards the middle. Turner goes up, can't take the mark. Off hands, goes to the front of the pack. Heath bucks there, gets a clearing kick. Backwards nearly, in fact, goes across half forward for Bannockburn, and it might just dribble out before Roland Beck can get there. It does, and it will be a boundary thrown in between wing and half forward for the Tigers.
I'm having some difficulty keeping track of where the Werribee fellas are playing. I don't know how the Bannockburn defenders are going. Because at the present time, Jason Pastuka has now assumed a role at centre half forward, and Heath Buck has taken on a midfield role.
Matthew East has got it, goes towards Tyquin. Good kick. That's a great kick, Matthew East. He was on his right boot, switched back to his left, which is his favoured side, and was just able to give it enough depth in his kick to get it over David Matheson's head and land straight into Wayne Tyquin's chest. He don't miss two from here, does he, Wayne? In a row?
I wouldn't think so,
He's
no.
30 metres out directly in front.
I just wonder if there's some signs there that Hallam should be back at full-back also.
Wayne Tyquin comes in now. And he might have, well, he's trying to bribe the goal umpire. Has he bribed him enough? He has. He's put it through for his first goal, Wayne Tyquin, and probably a much-needed one for Bannockburn. They go to 3-1-19. They trail Werribee 4-5-29 Victory Trophies. First quarter scoreboard, we've been playing 22 and a half minutes.
We've got a quarter-time AFL, Melbourne 4-3, lead Collingwood 3-2. And just repeating, hello, it's...
Umpire Garn's done a fetlock.
He has. So we're down to 2. I don't think we've got a spare.
I don't think we have.
So it'll be interesting. Obviously, the umpires now have to change their...
structure, two of them.
Yeah.
Back in the middle, Thompson takes the other ruck contest, goes towards centre half forward. Lepchuk just on the ground, can't take the mark. Over the back, Gotti. Can't pick it up either, gets it back towards, good pressure from Bannockburn forwards, but Lepchuk's there again, handball. In front towards Heath Buck, goes laterally towards Beck. Good play by East to punch it away. Flanagan comes across and wraps him up, free kick too high to the umpire. And it will go to Werribee Centrals across half back. Roland Beck can switch it towards Andrew Howlett. Does so now. The coach takes the mark at centre half back and runs on. Goes a left boot towards half forward. Up there, can't take the mark. And that was Pace. Now off hands towards Perkins, Colliger and Egan. Egan, good shepherd for Colliger. Gave it outboard towards Perkins. Perkins back towards Colliger. Howlett comes at him. He grabs him. He's wrapped him up. He dropped the footy.
Whoa. No
free kick. Harding goes in indiscriminately. It's Bucks in there also fighting hard. The umpire will now come in and bounce the ball. Don't say anything, Eric, please.
The game is very close to us in front of our broadcast point, and well, strong work there by players from both sides. Umpire Clifton with the ball now. Half forward flank for Bannockburn, kicking to the northern end. Well, both ruckmen up and down before the ball got to them. Now it stacks on the mill, and I think we'll have a repeat performance. So players picking themselves up off the ground. Colliger and Flanagan, the last two up, both Bannockburn players, so that's a good sign for Bannockburn. Up goes the ball. Well, on this occasion, it was Matheson who weighted down. Finally, Thompson, I beg your pardon. The ball comes clear to, well, it doesn't come clear. It's been pulled back into under their pack, and Connors can't get the ball out. He gave the impression he was trying anyway, and very well tackled by Andrew Hawkes on that occasion. Still in front of our broadcast position. Up they go, the ball comes down. Smith gets it to Hawkes of the Bannockburn side. Phil Egan, handball comes clear to Dylan. Dylan, that's a better looking kick, but it's over the head there of Brett Harding. The ball, well, it's running loose. Can Ronnie Pilgrim get back onto it? No. Brilliant defensive work there by the Werribee defence. Picked up handball, but Ronnie Pilgrim comes through. The ball just off the ground was picked up by Colliger. High tackle, not paid. I guess the umpire suggested he ducked into it. And again, we're going to have the ball thrown up. Half forward flank for Bannockburn. A stacks on the mill once again. And umpire Flowers will have to move in and take control of it once more. So umpire Flowers with the ball. He's half forward flank. Ball goes up, comes down. It was Thompson of Bannockburn gets the tap clear. Well, good effort there from our female boundary umpire. She was absolutely Johnny on the spot and in the perfect position to call that out of bounds before Brett Harding can skew the ball back toward the forward line. So we have just waiting on the ball being returned now. And we'll have the throw-in just in front of the scoreboard, which reads 3-1-19 Bannockburn, trailing Werribee Central's 4-5-29. Half forward flank for Bannockburn. In comes the ball. Well, neither player gets a clear tap away. Nick Smith taps it down for Werribee Central. Phil Egan tries to pick it up. Ridden into the ground there by his opponent in Luchuk. And the umpire will... Well, the umpire Flowers having quite a bit to say there to Nick Smith. And obviously question his integrity. Up goes the ball, and it comes down. Rick Harding can't pick it up. Flanagan gets it over to Mick Turner. Handball to Dylan. Well, he's got nowhere to go. The defence by Werribee is very solid here. Phil Egan gets the ball. Lovely little handball to Ricky Harding, who's running past there. Gets it to centre half forward. Looks like might be the drainer. Centre half forward in Shane Andrews now, but great defensive work by Shane Brennan. Tries to crash his way through. The umpire has suggested the tackle is a little high from Ronnie Pilgrim, and free kick has gone on this occasion to Shane Brennan of Werribee Centrals.
Goes back in, boy, looking for Stuka at half forward. For Colliger in front, Matty Pilgrim Rove at front and centre. Was going to go for a handball to Kevin Connors. He probably should have in the end because his kick was smothered for Stuka. Put it on the outboard towards Lee. He nearly headed it in the end because he tripped over as he went for the mark. It's still at 50 for the Centurions. Bottled up, handball out now towards Gadd. Hits him on the head as well. Back towards for Stuka and Foley. Foley's in there working hard. In there also Kevin Connors. And they get it away. Bannockburn through hands. Goes to Egan from Colliger. Now he gets around left chook, does he? Well, he's held on to, but he got a kick away towards a vacant half forward. Harding comes out with speed and could get away from Matheson. He went left and then right. Goes back on the left. Kick backwards towards... That's high, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to Brett Harding. Just as he got that kick away. And it will be Brett Harding at 50 on the outer side. Lead on. Oh, great kick to Andrews. Great spot. And found him. And the drainer will have no trouble with the distance. He's 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. Question of accuracy for the left footer. We've been playing 28.5 minutes, so it'll be a crucial one just before quarter time. Currently 3-1-19 the Tigers, the Centurions 4-5-29. He comes in left foot kick. I reckon he might have done that a few times at training in his past few years because he's had no trouble for one behind.
Oh.
I must need those glasses, Eric.
Yes, well I'll have to get the polishing rag out and clean the lenses on them myself because I thought it looked like as if it went straight over the goal umpire's head. But from the kick in there, it's at centre half back. Well, free kick to Phil Egan. Calvert over the shoulder, said the umpire. And Phil Egan now, who's, well, a good 70 metres from goal. No, I wouldn't think would kick a goal, but you never know, do you? He's certainly going to put it in the goal square. Long kick. It is going to land in the goal square. Oh, up high was Tyquin. In fact, the only players to touch the ball were Tyquin and Dylan. And off their hands, it's a rush behind to the Bannockburn side. Not a real bad kick from out there.
We might get a tape sale now.
Yeah,
I think I might buy that.
Victory Trophy scoreboard 3-3-21 Bannockburn. They trail Werribee 4-5-29.
Matheson from full-back looks to half-back for left chook. Goes up now against Harding. Can he take the mark? No, so the umpire play on off hands. Goes towards Matthew East. Gets a high tackle. Should be advantage play. Colliger goes to the left boot as he squeezed. Matheson's there on the line. He takes the mark for Werribee Central. Short little kick out towards Brennan. Takes it on. Plays on. Bounces. and runs towards half-back, kicks towards the centre. Thompson got away from Smith, the big two ruckman. He handballs back, sets a task for Gadd, but he's eager to do it and gets away on the right boot on centre wing, drills it towards Andrews at half-forward. Harding, oh, great play. Look at that, the speed. Can he finish it off? BJ has missed for a behind. 1 goal, 1, his personal tally. Just the acceleration away from 3 players, but couldn't finish it off. They go to 3-4-22 Bannockburn. And Werribee 4-5-29, Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes gone.
Yeah, fine effort there from Harding, who basically crashed his way through the tackle and just with sheer pace. So now the ball's been brought back in by Matson. Up high over the top was Ricky Harding. Offhand has come to Dylan. Dylan of Bannockburn, back to the goal square. 1-on-1 there. Wayne Tyquin just stood his ground, and sheer strength, wasn't it?
That was a great mark.
He's only 15 metres out, slight angle. And I really do think there's probably some justification for having a look at David Matheson on Werribee's behalf, because Tyquin is, well, the siren has sounded as he's about to take the kick, so he will be allowed to complete the kick. A most important kick in the context of the game now. Tyquin on the left foot has gone straight over the goal umpire's head. He did not have to move. We're right behind that kick. And at quarter time now, the Victory Trophy scoreboard is Bannockburn 4-4-28. They trail Werribee Centrals by 1 point. They're 4-5-29. And first quarter went 31 minutes.
And the goal kickers for Werribee Centrals at quarter time. Jason Vestuka, Andrew Scott, James Lee and Chris Smith have the goals for Werribee. While for Bannockburn, we've just nearly been collected by football, so that'll be fun. 2 to Wayne Tyquin, singles to Rick Harding and to Brett Harding. We'll take a break and come back with a second term at Victoria Park after this on Geelong Radio 100.3 FM, your home of local football.